Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Blanca. So today's video, I have a haul for you guys. I was at the Fairchild Botanical Gardens Orchid Festival this weekend. I was actually there on Sunday and it was amazing. If you guys have not seen that video, I really recommend you to watch it because it was just an amazing day. I was there with my friends. We shopped, we laughed, we hung out. It was, I mean, I don't have words. It was just such an amazing time, which now it's actually going to be harder for me to attend any orchid shows without them because it is just such a great time. So I want to thank my friends. I want to thank Laz, Nelson, Teresita, Wendy, Melissa, Marley, Yadira. I mean, you guys just made my experience so much better. So just wanted to mention that. It was just a great time. But anyways, I did bring some orchids home. I will show you that in a second. Let me just walk the garden and show you what's happening out here. I am standing all the way in the back. Let me just stand all the way back here. And look at my birds of paradise. They are in bloom also. So you guys, it is March here in South Florida. And spring is here. Almost. We're like a week away. But it is already starting to get super hot. And the blooms out here are just phenomenal. I want to show you guys like what's blooming that hasn't bloomed in a really long time, what's blooming that has never bloomed for me. I mean, not sure if it's the that solution that I'm putting on them, or it's just my garden is like starting to bounce back because it's spring, because I don't know, it's so crazy to me. And I am so thrilled to show you guys these orchids. They're not in the best condition, disclaimer. I do keep them out here. I did have a really big storm come through summer of 2023, which kind of bummed me out, hurt my orchids a lot. I lost a lot, and I burned a lot. So some of these blooms are not the best, but you know what? They are blooming, and I'm sure that with a little bit more TLC, they're going to be even better next year. So let me get started. Don't want to keep you guys waiting too long before my haul. This one over here I just discovered is blooming, and she is from Smiley. Look at all these buds. So I know she definitely needs like some type of repot, some type of sphagnum in there. This is a Trichoglottis rosea variation. That name, can't really make her out, but it's a Trichoglottis. I do have, I think I have 2 of these in my collection, because the other one that I'm going to show you now, I believe it's also a Trichoglottis, but it's just a different variation. But these flowers are tiny. You see all the sunburn on the leaves. I know, I feel so guilty about that, but look how little she is. They do live out here. I do need to just focus on trying to get these back to good health. Maybe like the new growths, the new leaves when they come out. I mean, there's still some green leaves, but a lot of the browning, and that is due to all the sun that they're getting. So this one, I am gonna try to put it close to another one that I have, and just under here, under the shade cloth, so it doesn't keep burning. So my other Trichoglottis I did get from Bernard, and I hope it's a Trichoglottis. It looks very similar. I just cannot find the tag. And then these flowers are orange. So there's the white flowers, and then there's now the orange flowers. And I did get this one with Bernard. BO Orchids, I want to say at the last Fairchild show 2 years ago. But you see what I mean about the leaves. You know, when you grow outside, when you grow outdoors, it's really hard to just, you know, keep your leaves from spotting and getting a little burned and all that. I do have lots of leaves on this one. And I could have sworn that these lose all of their leaves before they flower, but I guess not. So the flowers are not perfect. I mean, this is probably the best one. But just super happy to see her, because like I said, I mean, these are, in my opinion, harder to grow than my other orchids, these trichoglottis, and obviously they are very light sensitive, so you need to just keep them like in a shadier spot if you grow them outside. I mean, I'm gonna try to keep them under the shade cloth, maybe find a spot under a shady, you know, under a tree where there's some shade. But, you know, just happy she's in bloom. All right, and another one I am super excited about, which I showed you guys in that video from this weekend, is my Dendrobium Smiley. I came home after the show. I mean, now that it's daylight savings, I'm so excited because I get here from work and I can still walk the garden. So I did discover this one, that she's in bud yesterday. And I had showcased her in that video. So this is from Smiley. And this is the Dendrobium Smiley. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I just really, really, really hope that that she blooms for me. Not sure if she's ever bloomed for me. And I'm pretty sure that when I got her from Smiley, she was not in bloom, because I don't ever think I've seen the Dendrobium Smiley in my garden in flower before. So those again, another different type of orchid. This is a beautiful Dendrobium, and my phone just skips and hops all over the place. So if it's making you crazy, I apologize. But yeah, so super excited about the Smiley. It's a beautiful, it looks like a fruit. I mean, it is just spectacular. I remember me, Wendy, and Melissa, or me, Wendy, and Yadira, or one of us, we were just all talking about how amazing this one is. Let's see, my violettas are very, very quiet, surprisingly. Normally they just love to bloom, but they're taking a little bit of a break. I know that I was walking over here, and I did see something in bloom. Oh no, it was that I saw this new growth on this Cattleya. So, all right. You guys, everything is growing. Everything is growing. Look at this one. I want to say this is a bulbophyllum. Not even sure what bulbophyllum this is, but it's got 4 spikes. I mean, I don't know. Everything is coming to life. And it makes me so happy. My Maxillaria, which I only saw one bud, actually before I headed out to that show, I think that on that Friday, I saw one little bud, which was this one, which is now open. And then I came out here just a little while ago, and I looked at it again, and it is just full of spikes. This is my Maxillaria tenuifolia, which means that under my rubellini tree, which I also have them, I probably have some buds starting to form. And I want to compare them. So I have this one inside a clay pot. This is my original Maxillaria tenuifolia. I actually, let's see, I put it in this pot a few years ago, and this is actually a community pot. So I think that I have maybe 2 Maxillarias in here, which I put together inside this clay pot, and it's been here a while. So it's doing great. It's blooming. So this one I'm keeping, this one I've kept out here for a few years, ever since I created this area, and she's blooming, and I want to compare her to my other one just to see how it's doing, because they're both in 2 different locations, and I want to compare. And I don't just have Nobiles around my pool. I have them everywhere. everywhere. So I cannot stress and I cannot tell you guys enough how amazing my Noblies do in my garden. I mean, they make me so happy. And I am the type of collector that if an orchid does well for me, I will get it in every single color and every single variety. I mean, if you look at my garden, you will notice that I have like a bunch of Vandas and just a bunch of Noblies, a bunch of Dendrobiums, because they do well and I just want to keep adding those to my collection. This way I see flowers all the time. So, I mean, this one behind me, I have or in front of me now, I have showcased her in other videos. So if you want to get more in depth on this one, it's a beautiful Dendrobium. I don't want to waste time because I've showed her like 3 or 4 times already because it blows me away. But we're trying to get to the haul. So I'm going to walk through my garden quickly and just kind of talk about what is blooming now, today, and leave the ones that I've showed in other videos kind of for you guys to go back and watch that. But I mean, she still blows me away. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes that are going to bloom, and she's just a showstopper. She's a show off. She is beautiful. All right, so this is the Cattleya Sarah Payne Hockey Mom. You guys saw her in last video. And the sun is like in such a bad spot right now that I don't know if you guys are getting exactly what she looks like. It's a beautiful one. She was one of the first orchids that I got. I mounted her, so she's about 5 years old. It really surprised me with these blooms because as you see from here on, all these canes are pretty much dried up and dead. Whoa, you see that was a frond that just fell. So this half of the orchid is probably much done and it's just getting new growth on that side, which is fine. But this is a Sarah Palin Hockey Mom, if you guys have never seen her. And then this one. All right, so not sure what is happening with this orchid. I did get a flower, which I need to, and the flower is super spotty. So I am thinking that there's something going on here. I mean, this is a flower, she's upside down. This is how she grew. This one I got from Florida Orchid House. I love it, but there's something happening where I am getting these spikes and they're drying up. So not sure if it's thrips that's getting it or I don't know, but I was so excited about these. Look at these flower spikes, completely dry. So maybe I'm going to have to probably permatrol these, which is a more natural solution for an insecticide, because I might have thrips. This one might have thrips because of the spots on this orchid here. But I need to identify it. I need to see what kind of orchid this is so I know like what's going on. She's like a really big miss. Shambo, Brasso. She's got, I think she's got so many different mixes in her that I'm not even sure what she is. All right, before I start going around, I want to show you, I do have another bloom, and I did try to pollinate and I did try to get it on film. Unfortunately, I was out here and I couldn't get the full thing, but I did go ahead and pollinate. I'm just gonna not go up really high on this, but my arm is stretched, so I'm only two steps up. So I did pollinate this one here, or at least I tried. And then there's another flower here. So I don't know, maybe before my son leaves to work we can try to pollinate this one and maybe capture it on film and show you guys what I did, even though I'm probably 100% sure I didn't do it correctly. But I did try to do it on this one, and then I'm gonna try to pollinate that one today. And we are gonna try to get some vanilla bean. So we will see. I will see what happens. I mean, you guys, I mean, my Noblies. That's all I have to say. My Noblies are just so amazing. All right, so once my son gets up and ready, I want to see if I can we can both together just try to pollinate that one flower and see if it works, because that's another thing. You can do it and then it really doesn't work. Maybe you do it wrong. I don't know, but I'll try. More nobody's. This is the Dendrobium Love Memory Fizz. So pretty. And then my Walkeriana Kenny, which I showcased last video. And now with the daylight savings, these roosters sleep in. So they let us sleep. All right. Oh yes, I wanted to show you my Grammatophyllum. Look at the flower spike on that Shumbo. My Grammatophyllums, you guys. Lots of spikes. If you have Grammatophyllums in your collection, check them. I just noticed yesterday that I have 7 flower spikes on my Grammatophyllums. Full sun, you guys. Full sun. They love it. Look at all these flower spikes. I counted a total of 7. There's 1, 2, 3 that I'm seeing now. 4 right here. There's 5. And there's some back here. I counted 7 this morning. Maybe it's 6. And then, last but not least, look at that one that you guys haven't seen in bloom. Look at this cutie pie. Look at this adorable mini fowl. She is so pretty. I love it. All right, my Oriental Smile Fantasy. She is so high up, but here are her beautiful blooms. She smells amazing, but she's so high up I can't smell her. Oriental Smile Fantasy. So I just learned from Raiders this weekend that, because I did get one in the box that is called the Oriental Smile Butterfly. Oh, and I just got a notification my son just left, so I guess we won't be pollinating that flower today. And they're kind of hard to find. So if you have one in your collection, like really take care of it, because apparently they are a little bit harder to find than I thought. The fantasy type, and there's only 2 collectors, 2 growers that carry them. So if you get your hands on one and you find it, let me know. Which is Dendrobium Oriental Smile Fantasy. I know that Nelson is looking for one, and I wouldn't mind adding another one or another 2 to my collection. Maybe a little bit lower. But look at that, she's all full of flower spikes. Okay, you guys, onto my haul. One of the purchases that I'm super excited about is this one right over here. I have her already on my palm. She is hanging from a hook. She is a Schomburgkia. She's a Shambo cat, and this is the Louis Fuchs Weesey. I got it from Plantio. There you go. So excited. She's still not open, but if you do look back at my video and you notice this one, it is like a fuchsia, big flower, Schomburgkia Cattleya type. Wendy actually found it for me at Plantio. She held it for me. She knew that I wanted it so bad, and thank you, Wendy, for that. Super established plant. I love it. Orchid is great. She's got all of these roots on her, and she's inside this basket. So So I got this one with Plantio. It was priced at $55. And I'm so excited because I don't have it. And these orchids, they do amazing in my collection. Just that fuchsia. Now, they did tell me, my friends did smell her and told me she was fragrant. So I can't wait for her to bloom and see for myself. I wasn't able to detect any fragrance at the show. And yeah, like I said, super vibrant, fuchsia looking, amazing. That is a Shambo Cattleya, Louis Fuchs Wheezy. That's one. Then I'm gonna have to walk back to my terrace because then I have the other ones there. You know, and really quick, I wanted to just show you that this Schomburgkia, once I put it in full sun, it's already starting to get spikes. So very important that if you guys have any of these, put them in the brightest area in your garden. All right, so moving under my terrace, I ended up getting, this one from Orchids in Bloom. She is an anosmum, not in flower, but again, if you saw that video, or if you haven't seen that video, go back when I went to Orchids in Bloom. They have a purple and white anosmum that smells amazing, and it is called Dendrobium anosmum Touch of Class. There you go, that's the tag right there. It is a Dendrobium anosmum Touch of Class. It was $45 with Orchids in Bloom, and I have plans for my anosmum. I have another one under here that I haven't been able to relocate her. And since I am talking about the anosmums, I gotta put it in a way where these buds won't get damaged. Here you go. I am gonna show you the ones that I have in bud. All right, so under here, I have some Dendrobium anosmums from Pam. I also have my Maxillaria, so I can give you updates on those two. Remember, I told you I was gonna bring you over to where I kept my other ones. So this anosmum is from Pam. I got her at Ophi when she was there last summer, or last spring, and I put her here, and it is full of buds. So the Dendrobium under my Rubellini tree is happy. There you go. She's full of buds. And I don't see a tag. But when those flowers open, I'll be able to show you. This is another one I got at a show. And this one here is starting to bud up. So these are from Pam, and then I have two new growths up there. From Orchids in Bloom. I wish I knew what the names were because I don't even know what color they are. And I'm now wondering, I wonder if it's that Touch of Class. But these canes are gonna get ready to start budding as well. So very excited. I did speak to Jim to see why they bloom closer to the edge. Like they kind of bloom. So you see how there's like lots of blooms growing towards the bottom of the cane, which is how that Touch of Class was also blooming in his garden. Not in his garden, I'm sorry, in his booth. And then I was like, how come they bloom towards the bottom? And you know, that's just the way that he's able to grow them. She did tell me that some growers were able to bloom them all the way to the top. So if you guys have any reasoning, or if you guys have heard of why that happens, let me know. I'll be back. Let me just show you what I'm talking about, just in case, you know, what I'm saying is not making sense. All right, so when I saw these at his booth, and I don't want to lift it up again, you see how the canes starting from the root, like starting from the base, none of this flowers. It all starts flowering towards the bottom. And in his booth, they all had the same pattern. They were all just really bushy, like a quarter of the cane down. So you see how this is like full of buds here, and then it stops, and then this is all clear. Why is that? I was asking him. And then he said he really didn't give me a reason. He just says that that's just the way that they grow for him. But he says that he has seen other growers where they're able to get, you know, the rest of the cane to flower. So I don't know. Why is that? Why does that happen? It looks beautiful. I mean, because all this is like the tail end of the cane is just all bushy and flowery and smelling amazing. But I just wonder why that happens. So anyway, my tenifolias under here, they're also budding up. So they like to be in both of these environments. So these are obviously getting a little bit more shade because they're under the rubellini tree, and they also seem to be super, super happy. My maxillaria tenifolias. All these are growing flowers. And this is a nice spot for them. They really like, and look at this. I'm getting a flower spike from a dancing lady that I also attached under here. And look at these bulbs. You know, orchids love to grow under rubellinis. So if you have any rubellinis and you have the environment for them, just mount them because they love it. My phals are happy. I mean, look at these phals. My phals do great. They don't get burned. Look at this. Wow. This one was hiding inside that bush. Look how big this phal is. This is beautiful. You're probably wondering like, okay, lady, let me see what else you got. Okay, so so I got the anasmum from Orchids in Bloom. I got the Shambo Cat from Plantio. And then from Ritter's, I got these two, right? My grandson's bubbles. So this one here, you guys, I wish that I had the flowers to show you. And oh my goodness, this table is so dirty. I apologize. This is a Nobile from Ritter's, which is all white. And I was so excited that she had them. I saw the all white Nobile at in the display, and I pointed it out, and I told my friends, I was like, this is the Nobile that I want to get. I do know that I wanted to go to the show and get a few more Nobiles because I'm obsessed with them. And they do so well in my collection, but I don't have an all white one. So this one here is pure white. I can't wait to show you the blooms, but she's gonna bloom soon. She's full of buds. And I love that she's in a basket, which means that I can probably just keep her in here for a little bit and not mount her right away. But it's a pure white. She has a little bit of green like in the middle, but this is the tag. It's a Dendrobium nobile Spring Dream Apollon, and it's from Ritter's. Spring Dream Apollon. Hope I'm saying that right. But she is all white, and in the center she has a little touch of green. Not bright green, just like very faint. Kind of like to keep that all white look, but it's a very faint little speck of green. And then I also got this one, which again, not in flower. I wish she was. But if you go back to my video of the show, when I'm in Ritter's, I do show you what the flowers look like in a photo because there was none in bloom. I guess the Saturday they probably sold everything that was in bloom, so I was able at least to get some buds. But she's absolutely gorgeous. Very, very similar to the Oriental Smile, but she's a little bit more of a pink. And this is a tag. It's a Dendrobium nobile Asian Beauty Eden. So very excited with these two. Can't wait to for them to bloom and do another update and show you guys her flowers. So these two came from Ritter's. And I am very excited. So a total of 4 came home with me. Not too bad. I behaved. Again, I mean, I need to get orchids that make sense for me, that grow in my garden, that I am able to, you know, to enjoy, to bloom, to over and over after so many years, just keep seeing them. And yeah, this is why I got more of what I already have, but in different colors because I just love them and I'm obsessed. So hope you guys like that haul. Hope you guys like this walk. Another beautiful dendrobium. And like I said, spring is in my garden. Everything is just so happy, which makes me so happy. This is my arachnus. I mean, I can be here for 3 more hours just going around and showing you things, but I have to get to the office. So I did get a comment, and I was gonna answer you. I did get a comment saying like, doesn't your office know that you like don't like being there? You guys, I work with my family. Yes, they know that I prefer to be in my garden, but is that even an option? No. I am. It's like I'm in my garden. Oh my God, look at this. This is full. I'm in my garden with my flowers. It's not like I'm on another optical, you know, doing the same thing. So I read that comment and it was cute. I mean, I love being at my office. I love working with my family. I love being there, but I don't like anything more than being in my garden. That's the truth. When I'm at the office, I wish I was in the garden. So, you know, to some extent, they do know that I'd rather be out here. But, you know, it's my family. They're probably like, can you get to the office already and get out of your house, out of your garden? But yeah, I thought it was cute to read that comment, because I mean, I guess you guys can tell, right? Like every morning I'm out here, I'm like, I have to get in my car and go to work. I know I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of you guys that feel the same way in the morning when you go to your garden and then you have to get in your car and go to work. So anyways, just thought that was cute. Let's see, my anosmum. So if you guys saw me admiring the tree at Fairchild that had the dangling anosmums and they look so beautiful, that's exactly what I want to create here. So my anosmums will come over here and do the same, hopefully. I can't wait for this one to flower. So yeah, guys, it's that time where I need to say goodbye because I need to go get ready to leave to work. So hope you guys enjoyed the morning walk. Hope you guys enjoyed my haul. It wasn't such a big haul, but it was a good one. Look how pretty. It was a good one for me. And yeah, we'll get to pollinating that other flower hopefully when I get back from work. Is there a specific time where it's best to pollinate? I mean, I did it in the morning that one time. She's so pretty. I did it in the morning that one time. You see how I keep coming up with excuses not to go get ready for work. I did pollinate the one next to her. Oh, she's so plump and pretty. And whatchamacallit, I do want to get this one pollinated. So hopefully when I get home from work today, I can do it. And I can do it, and my son will hopefully, or my daughter will probably be out here to help me, or my husband hold the camera so I can show you at my attempt to pollinate, which I already did one. Like I said, look at the one next to her. See us all shriveled up and broken. That one's the one that I did, and then I will try to do her. So I kind of feel bad because once you do it, you kind of kill the flower. But it makes me feel better that she only blooms for a day, so I don't feel that guilty. And she's so pretty. So anyways, you guys, as much as I would love to keep chatting and showing you guys around, I do have to get to the office before I start getting harassed and they start calling me. So I will do that this afternoon. I will chime in back this week and share with you guys that video. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all my amazing subscribers that I saw at the Fairchild show for coming up to me and just thanking me for my videos. It makes me happy to know that my videos make a difference, whether it's giving you more motivation, whether it's teaching you, whether it's just making your day a little bit happier, it really does make a difference, and I love to hear that. So again, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye bye.